It's for 9,000!
Hey guys, what's up? This is Tony Sauger of the Lavender Project. Now, through the years, Pokemon, the game, they've shaped many of our childhoods for people my age. I'm only 21, but there's people much younger than me and much older than me that love Pokemon, through their childhood, and it helped them through lots of hardships in their lives, or they just enjoyed the show. They enjoyed whether you were watching the anime, the movies, reading the manga, playing the card game, or playing the games. Now, Pokemon's also done its fair share of scaring the shit out of people. And if you don't know what I mean, you can go on Google or whatever, or YouTube right now and just type in creepy Pokemon stuff. You'll find a lot that you probably wish you never found. But one of the things that's always resonated with me, and probably most of you who are subscribed to the Lavender Town Project or who found this video, is the fact that apparently there was a missing frequency somehow in the Lavender Town song that's been come to be known as the Lavender Town Tone or the Lavender Town Missing Frequencies. And it actually turned into a creepypasta. Either that or the creepypasta is what made the video that I'm about to show you. Now, the original video, from what I found, was uploaded by a YouTube channel. I still remember it by name. It was called 7G06, and it was probably uploaded a good 5 years ago or so, probably in 2011, I think. And funny enough, the video is actually totally gone now. It's no longer on YouTube. But I do have a re-uploaded version that I wanted to show you. And it's time that I revisit this because many people on my original video that was like 30 freaking minutes long, they still were not satisfied. So today I want to try to give you guys a definitive answer in the shortest amount of time that I can about the Lavender Town Tone. So first let's look at the original video that was uploaded and then re-uploaded. So I could show you what the Lavender Town Tone is. Basically, it's a part in the Lavender Town song that is very distorted and will spell out the words "leave now" in unknowns and the ghost sprite, which is basically the ghost sprite that you would see if you encountered ghosts in the Lavender Town Tower without a sylph scope in the original games. Now, just so you guys know, this only happened in the original Pokemon Red and Pokemon Green in Japan, and obviously Pokemon Green was only Japan exclusive because they rebadged it as blue back here in the States. So as for actually testing it out yourself, good luck, unless you have one. But anyways, without further ado, let me show you the original tone. So that, ladies and gentlemen, is the infamous Lavender Town Tone. Now, whether it is really in the games or not is very debatable over the years, and one thing that I failed to mention in my original video is the fact that you cannot hear that in the actual Lavender Town song, and the funny thing about it is that the rest of the song is totally normal. Like, if the whole thing started out distorted, then I would believe it more for the fact that maybe they did actually delve deeper into the song with the spectrograph analysis that they did. But the fact is that it doesn't look like they did. It seems more like somebody placed that there over the actual song so that it will make those images when you use a spectrograph. And it looks like that's the only reason they used the spectrograph. However, just because that this video shows that doesn't mean that this song is actually fake. Now, even though this particular version of the Lavender Town song might not be in the original games, the image that it shows when you put it on a real spectrograph, even if this isn't the real song, it's still the real image. So I'll show you that now. The video that I'll show you right now is a video that, it was actually our first video that we did back in 2012. And it shows us using a different type of spectrograph and the same song to see if, even if this song is fake, if those images really pop up. So I'll show you that. It's a few minutes long. And yeah, just look at that.
Hurry up. Right here. Oh, there's the ghost. There's the ghost. You guys can clearly see that. That is the unknowns. Yeah, you can't see them well, but those are the unknowns, the letters. Hold up, let me just pause it. And then the audio goes crazy from there, and then it sounds like it.
So yeah, I didn't want you guys to really show you guys the whole thing because I just watched it over again and there's not much really to see besides that. But that was out using a different type of spectrograph that we actually downloaded from a website that probably doesn't even exist anymore. But you know, you could just search up Google if you want to do it yourself and find your own spectrograph and do it yourself. So that version of the song, that spectrograph, it's not fake. That's real. But now, the problem is that the original song? Back in the day, I used to think that maybe it was. However, now I don't as much because, as I said, if the whole song was messed up and it was consistent throughout the whole song and then the images popped up and they could actually show us what they did to make the music sound different, how they got into it, like they did, then I would totally believe it. But the fact is that they didn't. The fact is that in the original video, all they show is the normal song going like it is with nothing weird, and then all of a sudden this fucking weird shit starts happening to the song, and then the weird stuff pops up. That's a little sketch to me. So the other way I would believe it is if the whole song just stayed normal, but it still made some type of weird, like the ghost sprite and the unknowns, then I would believe it. One of those two things. That's the only reason that I think that it would be real. However, I'm going to show you the original song, unedited, you know, just from the game. And if you listen closely, at about 40 seconds in or so, you'll hear right after the main, I guess you could call it the chorus part of the song is over, and you start getting into where that would actually be, the tone part, you do hear something, and I'm pretty sure everybody's noticed this that's played the original games. You do hear something that's off. And it turns out there is some type of, I guess you could call it a hidden frequency in the song. But it's not anything that makes any type of weird images from what I've seen. But it does make you apparently feel weird. And I'll get more about why that is after I show you. So just listen closely when I say, and you can hear something that's very off in the song. And even when I played the original games, I thought this was really weird too. And the only reason I thought they put it in was just to add to the creepy factor. But anyways, yeah, take a listen. Right there. So now if you could hear that really closely, and if you didn't, go ahead and play that part back, but right at the end where I say right now, and you hear that sound, that is supposed to be the Lavender Town Tone. And there is something there. There is some kind of frequency that doesn't belong in the music, and that's always been apparent to me. And that's why when I first found out about this creepypasta or myth or whatever you could call it, it was really interesting to find out, you know. So now I want to show you this, and this is where we get into the fact that there might not be a missing Lavender Town frequency, but there is something called binaural frequencies, and binaural frequencies are basically the frequencies that are made within the song itself that can affect different parts of your brain through the brain waves and through the sound waves via your ears, of course. That would uh, make you or your body do different stuff. Like you might get nausea, you might get headaches, or things like that. And there's been tons of testing on this kind of music before that can actually almost brain control you to do certain things. There's actually music that people have made to make people do certain things. Like, I don't know if you guys have heard of the infamous brown tone or whatever. Basically, it's supposed to be a tone that makes you crap yourself, and that's why they call it the brown tone. Just things like that. So I'm going to show you this, and this is really the real Lavender Town tone. So that is supposedly the actual frequencies of the original Lavender Town song. However, unless I have the real song from the original green or red, I guess it works on red too, versions, and my own spectrograph, and a way to split the binaural frequencies from the normal sound waves that you could hear with the human ear, there's no way to prove it yet. But apparently, that video is the most proof that we have. So, what do you guys think about that? Because that's totally believable to me. I always knew that there was something fucking weird in that song. And this kind of proves that behind the waves you could hear, there is something there. Now, as far as did it mess with me? No, I'm fine. But many people might be different, especially children. The less developed you are, the more susceptible to it you are, apparently, and that's how the creepypasta goes as well. It says that kids like killed themselves and we're going fucking crazy and stuff like that. So now whether or not that's true, I don't know. I honestly it's kind of hard to see, but I want you guys to tell me what you think about that, and I want this myth to finally be debunked as possible. It doesn't seem like there is a missing frequency, but there is something there indeed. And whatever that thing was supposed to do, definitely scared many generations, and it definitely fucked some people up. I know I had nightmares. So, yeah. That's it. That's the Lavender Town Tone. So now you guys know. If I find out anything else, I'll make another video, and I probably will. Anyways, I'm Tony Sager of the Lavender Project. Make sure to become a citizen of Lavender Town by subscribing today, and I'll see you next time. Bye.